welcome into the PHNX Bets Daily podcast presented by the DraftKings Sportsbook app, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe wherever you get your podcast. Leave us a 5-star review. I am Johnny Venerable again, sans Shane Diefenlock.
Lucky you.
I know, he's still at the Senior Bowl doing God knows what. We have not heard from him in upwards of 24 hours, but I am fortunate to be joined by Phoenix Suns savant, Mr. Espo, here on Bets Daily. How are you, sir?
I had to read the tweet 3 times to make sure you didn't call me an idiot savant. That's where I thought you were going to go with it. I also didn't realize I was going to be in Studio B today, which is an all-black wall, and I'm wearing an all-black outfit. This was poorly chosen.
You look like a floating head in the best possible way. You look like one of our floating head caricatures come to life, and I think that is a good omen for today. Speaking of today, listen, we're going to talk all things Phoenix Suns, their pursuit of their 12th straight victory. What does that look like from a betting standpoint? That's why I had to bring my guy Espo on to today's show. But before we did that, huge breaking news here at PHNX. PHNX Mercury, now a bona fide affiliate of this.
Rising. Come on,
Rising.
Man.
What did I say?
You said Mercury. Jeez. Mercury Rising is so...
Mercury Rising.
Yeah, look at this.
Oh my goodness, you're just embarrassing myself.
Is this the kind of crap that Shane has to deal with regularly? Is this why he's not here?
I said I'm gonna plug the Rising at the top of the show because I'm so excited, and then I flub up the name. So, at the end of the day, my intent it was still there. Not Mercury Rising. PHNX Rising is here. It's ready to go. We got products on phnxlocker.com. Check those out, but. Espo, we're so excited because now officially we can talk Rising on this program, and we can talk soccer, and we can get our soccer experts on here to school me and Shane on a regular basis.
You mean you and Shane aren't soccer experts? Color me surprised. You're barely betting experts, and so I question your football knowledge on gambling. So
this is not going well.
Team, but on
this
gambling.
Is not how I wanted today to go.
I chose violence today. Just be aware.
You did. You chose a floating head and you chose violence. But again, in all seriousness, check out PHNX_Rising on Twitter. We've got a phenomenal team ready to crush the Rising coverage.
Johnny, it's PHNX or PHNX _Rising. Gee,
what? Why is it a double underscore?
Yeah, we had to sneak in a second underscore because apparently the term Phoenix and Rising is popular beyond soccer. There was already a PHNX _Rising, so you get that double underscore.
I'm looking at it on Twitter. It's just got one underscore.
No, that's two that look like one giant, large big line. One.
What the hell?
Just like when you're talking Suns gambling and the line on the game is really large. That's what a double underscore and a Twitter handle does.
This show's gone off the rails real quick. I'm being educated and schooled by Jacob and Espo, which is not par for the course. Usually I do the educating and the schooling on this show, but, we'll
take the dunce cap.
I'm not into that at all. Okay, what I am into is the Phoenix Suns, their pursuit of a 12 straight victory. Espo, they are a favorite tonight. This show is already out of control. It is out of control. I don't want Shane by the way, Shane, I see you creeping in the comments. I haven't seen you all week. You've been off the grid. This show is in better hands, barring, the beginning of the show and what's taking place right now. I believe it is in better hands. Just take the old Spain national cast-offs and see FC Rising. I wish I knew what that meant. I wish I did.
Let me just say this. When people saw I was on bets, they assumed I'd be the one to take us off the rails. And Johnny has done a fine job of that without any help from me. So,
my God, things aren't going well. Okay, what is going well tonight on TNT, Espo? The Phoenix Suns are at the Atlanta Hawks. They are favored. What do you like in this game? And do the Suns get their 12th straight victory?
Look, I like the money line in this game. I'd hit that. The spread is at 4, so that's I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. Whenever you're going on the road for the first game of a road trip, you have a long winning streak on the line. I'm just going to take the money line. I'm not going to play with the point spread, but I also like CP3 to make 3 or more 3-pointers at plus 500. tonight too. I like that one. I'm feeling it. I think we'll get a little CP3 shooting early and often in tonight's game to make sure that they get the victory and move to 12 straight.
The Hawks are not a good defensive team. They're not a good team in general. I think they're disappointing from a national perspective because of the fact that they had that magical run with Trae Young last year. And I think they've kind of showed that maybe that was the fact that the Eastern Conference was a little bit down, the fact that maybe they overachieved. Teams are adjusting this year. Teams are not adjusting to the Phoenix Suns. This is not a flash in the pan dating back to the bubble and going undefeated. This is a historic team. Did you, when this season started, Espo, and people talked about, I think the odds came out, even with them 2 wins away from an NBA championship last summer, they were still like 5th to win the NBA championship this year based on Vegas odds. What made you a believer like something like this could even take place this season?
Last season made me a believer.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at it and then you look at the offseason that they had, adding JaVale McGee to solidify that center rotation, that big man rotation, you knew Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson were going to continue to improve, and you get that internal growth that the team loves to talk about. That's why I believed in it. And I hit that over on win total too, which I think was at 52.5, which seemed a little crazy considering that they had won at a 70+% clip. So,
yeah. Well, I mean, listen, 41-9 is the most absurd thing I've ever seen, especially when you think about the Arizona Cardinals ending the season 1-5. I can't wrap my mind around the fact that the Suns have only lost 4 more games than the Cardinals did at the end of the season, which is crazy. What's not crazy is the moment we've been waiting for since September is finally here a week from Sunday in honor of the big game. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 56, is giving new customers 56-1 odds on either team. Bet just $5, get 280 in free bets if your team wins. If you're not a new customer like myself, Espo, you can experience Super Bowl 56 with same game parlays. Combine multiple bets from the same game for a bigger payout. The more legs you add, the more money you can win. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. And best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Again, use the promo code PHNX and get 56-1 odds on either team. Bet just $5 and win 280 in free bets. 21 or over, Arizona only. Gambling problem, call 1-800-NEXT-STEPS. New customer only. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for more details. Well, Jacob, if you would, these are the tasty nuggets I've got going on DraftKings tonight pertaining to this big game tonight on TNT. I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive than my guy Espo. I think the Suns win, and I think they win big. Devin Booker on the national stage. Give me all of that anytime, any place, anywhere. Suns -4. I also saw this morning, and it immediately popped in my head of, if I spin a little coin on this, it's going to pay out big because I know Devin Booker has these kind of games in him. I believe he has a 40-point game in his last 10. So I've got really, based on those metrics, a 1 in 10, better than a 1 in 10 shot that he's going to hit over 40 points tonight, again, against a bad defensive team for Atlanta at +600. And then the over-under in this game, I think the Suns cruise, and I think we could see maybe some backups late in the fourth quarter because, at the end of the day, the Suns are coasting. Atlanta, I mentioned it, they're not a great defensive team, so maybe they could get a backdoor over at 226. And then lastly, Espo likes the three-pointer. If that hits, I feel really good about this. CP3 up 20-plus points and 12-plus assists, which I believe was +350 on the DraftKings Sportsbook app. I feel like he can get that sleepwalking, Espo.
I agree too. Jacob, can we hit that parlay partay? I know we have that sometimes on the show. I got a parlay partay for you tonight as well. Don't think I went. Oh, hoity-toity, was afraid to get in on some big action. How about this? Crowder first bucket, Bridges at least 1 steal, DA at least 1 block, 1,200. That's a plus 1,200 there on the parlay. You can take that one to the bank and then take the misses out for a nice dinner with it.
Oh, man, that doesn't sound like any party I want to go to. I'd like to party with my guys.
You like to party as a loser. I see how it is, Johnny.
No, that's nice. I was just telling my wife last night, like, I would love to go to like a nice steakhouse with you, maybe a nice bistro without our children. Remember when that could happen? It has not happened for the missus and I in some time. But maybe if I hit on one of these bets, I can have enough money to hire a babysitter for the night that my children wouldn't drive up the wall. But hey, what you need to be doing right now is be going to phnxlocker.com for our new Rise t-shirt. I don't know if you've seen this, Espo. It is quickly becoming one of my favorite t-shirts that I've seen us do. I love the black, right? And that's why I push a lot of our Cardinal t-shirts have the black. But the Rising t-shirt we've got right now, phnxlocker.com, is so fire, literally on fire. And yeah, I can't wait to support it.
Let's be clear, not literally on fire. You will not burn yourself wearing this. It is not in flames. So
it just makes me frustrated because we've talked about this before in the PHNX podcast that we've done together, talking specifically about mascots. We've got the Rising, right? And we've got the Suns, and it's very Desert Fire Suns-esque, right? Having to deal with the heat. And then we have the Cardinal, and it just, I know it's red, but to me, it just something just doesn't add up, which is why I think, let's do a little rebranding this offseason for the Arizona Cardinals. Are you for that?
Good luck. Good luck with that. The tradition ain't going to change. You're not going to wind up changing the Cardinals' name. I think the odds on that are plus 3 billion. And I would not put a dime on them changing the name or drastically altering the logo. Maybe the uniforms, but
look at that. Oh, Jacob's got it on the screen, my man. Check that out, man.
That bird,
I can't wait to rock that.
I would love to see a bird logo like this for the Cardinals, or like a head-on. I saw, like the Seahawks failed at their head-on version of their Seahawk, but I'd love to see some variation on the Cardinals, because that Rising shirt and the podcast crest is chef's kiss. Just beautiful.
Oh my goodness. Look at the Phoenix Rising podcast getting things started. I can't wait. We have the best possible team in place to give you wall-to-wall coverage of the Rising here at PHNX. Even though I butchered the name to begin the show, I apologize. I'm so sorry. It will never happen again.
You're announcing shows we don't have yet. Like, hey, we're going to be doing a PHNX cooking show. Let's just, we're going to be doing a version of The View. It's PHNX's The View.
We're gonna have awards coverage this spring. Oh man,
PHNX the Oscars. Like, just throwing crap out there. It's PHNX Rising. You can catch the guys live here on the YouTube channel at 6 p.m. today. Get wherever your podcasts are. Johnny doesn't know half that, but that's the whole thing. So
they don't tell me a lot. I'm just kind of in my corner, doing bets, doing Cardinals, football adjacent shows. And then when things happen, I get excited and I run with it. And most of the time it's incorrect. But I tell you what's not incorrect for you to do, Espo, is to be sure to like, subscribe, leave us here at PHNX Bets Daily a 5-star review anywhere you get your podcast. We're going to be back tomorrow at noon. I have no idea who the hell is going to be on this show with me. Hopefully we run it back with my guy, Espo, and we're talking about the Suns securing their 12th straight. No one knows where Shane is. That looks like a bot in the comments. Don't believe that for a second. But
can I come back and can we bet Pro Bowl tomorrow? Like, is it just Pro Bowl Friday?
So we will double check in the morning if we have Pro Bowl props, because I'm going to inject all of them if we do. It will be a football Friday.
You are a true betting degenerate if you bet on the Pro Bowl, and I'm ready to do it, gentlemen. If you need me, I will be here tomorrow to talk all the insane Pro Bowl bets that you can make.
I need you, Espo, and I need all of you out there to come back tomorrow. PHNX Bets Daily tomorrow at noon. We'll see you then.